stress-free, leave your kids at home. Leave your kids at home. Do your two-step, get your groove on. This is feel good music, you can move on. Relax, stress-free, leave your kids at home. Leave your kids at home.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It is Tuesday night. You know what it is. You know who we are. You know what we do. It is none other than your own mountain man. This is the homesick Buckeye. Just down off the mountain. I've had a rough past few days, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm sure we'll get into. But I'm not alone. I have my main man. Hide your waterfowl, hide your reptiles. He is Charger Mopar. Our man Rick is here with us. Yes. And speaking of reptiles, slithered in here from Irish rock somewhere.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Listen to me, lady.
We're going to get into it.
Yeah, you want to kick me while I'm down, you go right ahead.
Hey.
Because I would do the same to you.
I'm down too, man. The news hasn't been so great for my team either.
Well, you deserve it, and we'll talk about. We will happily talk about that in just a minute. I'm happy to get into it, and I'm hoping that my brother Buckeye, my Buckeye brother, semi-retired Bob, may want to, I don't know, may want to weigh in on this. He makes sightings, he's like the Loch Ness monster. He's the Bob Ness monster. He has sightings of him every so often, but he hasn't been around here. First things first, let's go into the room here and check on the family and see who's with us. George Goodenough says, apologies in advance. I'm back in the day. I'm back on UK time. See you in a couple of weeks. Oh, what are you going to get fired in a couple of weeks? I really don't know what that means. But I'm sorry. Glad you popped in to say hey to us today, George. We appreciate you, brother. And greetings and salutations to you over there in jolly old England. Farrell Grandma says, hello, I'm eating without y'all. Okay. Well, nutrition is important. Retired Rick says, hey, Rick, see you in a few. There you go. Well, there you see him now. Roughly 40 minutes, 45 minutes to go. Jerry is here. Hello, beloved. So I'll be listening from work at the bosses and looking. Amy says she'll be here, and she was not lying. She is telling the truth. She is here. Let's see. A Mason, I will be back. People leaving before they even get started. Brian is here. Says, good evening, Russ, Sir Quack, and everyone. Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. Emmett says, see you soon, Russ. Yes, and here I am in full Technicolor. And you have it. Linda Flanagan says, hey to everybody. Hello there, beloved. Good to see you. Granny Boo, how you do? Good to see you. Love it. Good to see you. BWS 2023. Looking forward to the show. So are we. Rick put the link in the chat. I have forgotten to do so as possible. But I'm going to do a little bit of that now for those who may. Amy certainly found it because she is resourceful.
Because I went to Notre Dame.
So she's that's right. She went to Notre Dame. So she has spent most of her time goofing around on the internet, like most of them do. So that she knows how to work her way around the internet. I love that. That was great. Excellent comedy timing. I think that can't be everybody. It's got to be someone else there. Oh, yeah. Smooth says, evening, Rick, Russ, and everyone. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Bill, good to see you, brother. He gives us the purple hand every week. We love that. There's our beloved Boston Danny says, hi, Russ, and all from freezing Boston. Yes, it's been unseasonably cold down here. And rainy, and we are not on solar power. I haven't seen the sun for 2 days, although it did come out a little bit today and it's supposed to be out the next couple of days. Lewis, My friend, my brother, good to see you. Glad you're here. Josephine Cowley says hello. Beautiful quackers. Love that. There you go. It's time to chill with the Rust Man. How about that? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what's cooler than cool? Ice cold. That's a line from a song that probably most people don't know. But Kitchen Witch, good to see you, my dear. Glad you are here, ready for a ruckus. Well, we'll do the best we can. Free Thinker says hello, good to see you. Lizzie is here. She says hello, Lizzie. Calm down, calm down. She's always she's very hostile and very hostile. I don't understand the anger and the violence. Just get some bacon and just relax. So let's see here. Yeah, Mason said hello, everyone, before. We'll catch that. And hope I didn't miss anybody. But if I did, I apologize in advance. Oh, Robbie Autry says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Robbie. Glad you're here with us. Yes, Sandy's here. Good. Sandy is not falling down drunk yet. That's a wonderful thing there. You got to catch her early in the show before she puts on the wobbly boot, ladies and gentlemen. But she is somebody about that was a week ago. He just in the chat last week and said he fell down. There you go. Speaking of fall down, look who it is, everybody. It's Broken Carnival. Yeah, that's right. That's how he got the name Broken Corridor. He fell down and broke himself. But he looks all right to me.
Well, I don't know about that couch. We had to get out of the apartment today from the trash out. I don't know how they got it in the apartment, period. But
what?
Need to say
What?
a couch.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Jeanette Osborne is here. Hello there, my beloved Jeanette. Decided to give us a visit there. Good to see you, my dear. Hope you're doing well out there in Ohio. Super Tune says, Chuck from Clearwater, Florida. Love that. Good to see you. Yeah, quite a group here. Erin, I think, is in the building somewhere. I see people referencing her. We acknowledge our sister, Erin. Good to see you, beloved. Glad you're here. North Dakota, Carnivore Lance. Good to see you, brother. Says, good evening, all. We've got Jerry Votush, or I hope I got that right. I'm sorry. Ponte Vedra. Yes, you're exactly right, Jerry. Ponte Vedra is not far from Jacksonville. And that says it's going to be in the teens here this weekend. Oh, man, I know. I feel sorry for you folks. It's been unseasonably cold here in the 40s and stuff, so people have been losing their minds around here.
Been hot here.
It says, oh, look at that. She says, hey, Boston knows what that is. Hey, hey, there you go. Hey, look, I know who was out in them clubs. I know who was out in them streets in Boston now. See, you just told on yourself. Just told on yourself, Danny. I got two now. I got Danny and Jiffy out in them streets. I don't know what's going on with our people. This is a long time ago, folks. This is before they discovered carnivore and got their lives together, the ketogenic living. But you are exactly right, beloved. That is the song. Hey, y'all. What's cooler than cool? Ice cold. That's right. I know where she was hanging out. That's right. That's right. You don't have to tell. Listen, I know, Danny. You don't have to say a word. I got it. It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. And there's another line from a song. I bet you know that one too. It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Yes, that's okay. Before we get into karaoke, all right, let's go. Man, I got a crew in here tonight. Shake it like a Polaroid. Man, I got some degenerate. I got some wannabe hood rats in the building tonight. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, listen. We're all family here. We don't have to tell every secret. She says, of course I know that one too. I mean, we might have to have an old school R&B. We may have to have an R&B flashback. Just had me a ribeye and 2 deer steak medallions after my 28-hour fast. Love that. Love that. Love that. Okay. All right. Well, Rick, do you have anything? Usually we start off with the adventures of Rick. Anything exciting? Anything new there? I did catch a bit of a live this week. I was up earlier and wasn't really on the computer on YouTube, but I popped in for a second and saw it there. I said, I think Rick is probably going, and so I popped in and said, "Hey, but go ahead, man. Anything going on? What's new with you?"
I was surprised that you had gotten up before noon, so that was pretty amazing right there. I think the last time that I saw you up that early is when Carrie joined in my live stream, so it had been a while.
I will have you know, okay, don't believe the hype. While we're on 80s rap lines, that's also a great line from a song, Public Enemy song. But anyway, I will have you know that I'm usually up around 10:30 on the weekends. On the weekdays, I'm up earlier than that. I'm usually between 8:30 and 9:30, and I'm up and at them. But on the weekends, I do sleep in a little bit later. It is not noon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sleeping into noon, but I'm just not on social media very much. That's my biggest thing. I don't really have an Instagram or a TikTok, and I'm really only on YouTube just, on Tuesday nights.
I don't have Instagram or TikTok either, and I'm on YouTube every now and then when I'm not working. So yeah, I mean, look, I go on YouTube just for the people that know me. I'm not out there trying to get more people. They take one look at me, they run the other way anyway. It's like when I walk over to the canal and I see the ducks and iguanas, and they go whoosh, right back in the water.
Yeah, they sense danger. Just like the humans when you come around, they sense danger.
Well, that's true. When they look for somebody to rob in this neighborhood, they go right by my house. No one's ever tried to break in.
Yes, you do have the creepy white van, man. That's you got the creepy white van that gives you away. It's hard to sneak up on people with a creepy white van.
Yeah, but my van has windows in it.
Are they blacked out, Rick?
No,
are the windows blacked out?
You can see inside.
That is you have the official vehicle of weirdos and wackos everywhere. You can't. I don't know if you can blame people. You're driving. It's like you see a guy in a fire truck. You just kind of think he might be a fireman. I'm just saying, a little. It's brotherly advice. I'm giving you brotherly advice here. So anyway, keep going. Yes, I did pop in and say hey to the family there. I was up and doing some stuff, but go ahead. What's happening?
Yeah, last week I was catching some kind of a cold or flu. I got over that. I was going to work on my truck this week, and then the last couple of days has been threatening rain. We get these little showers, and then it goes away. It hasn't hardly rained at all until tonight, but it's just enough to mess everything up. So other than that, it's just the usual stuff. I haven't had any work, so I've gone to the store and been trying to do things around here, trying to get that engine out of my van. I'm still waiting for my gaskets to arrive. I ordered them last week, but I'm sure they'll be here in the next few days. Once I get that engine out of there, then I can get the new one ready to go in the truck. And if I'm lucky, by the end of the year, I'll be driving my truck again. But don't worry, I'll still be doing the bike rides. I try to post a few of them every week. I do about 3 a week. So if anyone's been watching my channel, you probably see my riding talks. They are a little odd. And I have to admit, every time I go by the canal, I get tempted by the ducks and iguanas, but so far I've been good. I've been staying away from them.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, an update from Iguana Man himself. I'm guessing this time of year is not the best time for those type of things. It's kind of colder and
no, it's been over 80. It was 85, 86, 87 this week.
Oh.
It's been hot every day. We haven't had any cool weather since Attack Your Health. It's been over 80 every day and over 85 at least half the days.
Yeah. Well, I understand that. I've been down there in the wintertime a few times, and it does. Once you get south of Orlando, the weather definitely changes again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no matter what temperature it is, it's muggy,
Mm-hmm.
humid, and yeah, I get it. What's things like up in your neck of the woods there, Kelly, my man?
Well, we got milder weather today. We went from winter to spring. I still have a lot of snow on the ground, but most of it is melted. Um, I know I feel sorry for Amy. They're gonna get another blast of cold and snow again.
Please don't tell me that.
I'm like, thank good, but I said, thank goodness. I thought we was gonna get another hit with a cold blast, but it said, oh, it's gonna go a little north. So I'm like, good. I don't mind a little snow. I don't mind some cold, but I hate snow removal. And so therefore, the snow can stay away from Missouri as far as I care. But I'd rather have snow than ice because that's what they're kind of forecasting this winter, that we could get a lot of that.
Yeah, precipitation is always the enemy. I know what you mean on that. I don't mind the cold. I can live with the cold, but the precipitation is ridiculous. And okay, we're let's go ahead and get on into it. I had a rough football week the last few days. Both my Buckeyes and my Bengals took it on the chin. Both of which I might add were beaten by their coaches this week. Okay, it's not like it's bad enough we got to fight an opponent that wants to knock our heads off, but then our coaches end up beating us. Both teams just had terrible coaching calls. You know, I've still got indigestion, but at least we're in the playoffs, so our season isn't over. But you know, it was just torturous. But into each life a little rain must fall, I heard a man once say. And you know, my Bengals, I don't really expect much from them. So, but we won last week unexpectedly. Joe Burrow was back, played great. We had the lead much of the game and had the lead at the end of the game and just blew it on some of the dopiest things, just straight dopery. Well, it's not a word, but you guys know what I mean. You know what it means. If you know what it means, it's a word. Okay. And speaking of dopery, okay, let's you know the sports world is in an uproar because the overrated, overhyped Notre Dame Fighting Irish didn't make the playoffs, which they didn't deserve. And I'm going to tell you why. But first, I'm going to go to everybody's favorite Irish lovely lady. Okay. I called her something worse than that, and I'm not as sorry as I was last week about it. But I'm
A floozy? You mean you called me an Irish floozy? Are we going back to that?
I don't remember exactly what I don't have. You know, I don't remember. Listen, I don't remember exactly what it was. It could have been that. It could have been that. But I'm not calling you that this week, and I'm giving you the floor to tell to share your pain with the family about your beloved Fighting Irish. Go.
So, well, I'll start with the fact that sorry, Russ, I did relish in the fact that Indiana beat Ohio State because
Yeah,
even though I went to
Indiana.
Notre Dame, I am a Hoosier, right? So Indiana is a team that we support. And
bandwagon. Okay, you can. I'll give you that.
okay. And I've never really been a fan of Ohio State or Michigan just because of my affiliation with Notre Dame. They're kind of a big rival of ours, as you well know. But we can try to be friends in spite of that.
I can because anytime Notre Dame gets beat, I feel pretty good too. So I get it. Don't blame me for that. As a matter of fact,
nope. Well, at least we know where we stand with each other, Russ. You know.
Right. I respect it. Go ahead.
But the whole thing with, I think we're being punished because we will not commit to like one of the conferences. I mean, Alabama, do you really think Alabama should be in the finals? Do you think Alabama is a better team than us? State your true, you do think they're a better team than us?
I think it's a coin flip. I think you're evenly rated. I really do.
I don't mean rated. Who's the better team?
No, I mean even like you're even. If you played 10 games, I think you'd each win 5. I don't think either one of you is clearly better than the other. That's what I believe. I think
if we played Alabama right now, we would smash them.
I don't.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, maybe, but then the next week they might smash you. You see what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying. It's like 2 good teams, just like Indiana and Ohio State. I don't think either team is dominant. Oh, it was a 13-10 game that could have went either way.
Mm-hmm.
If they play again, who's to say who will win? They're very evenly ranked. It's about a break here or there, a turnover, a missed field goal. It's one little thing is going to determine the game. One team is not really dominant over the other.
I would like to see Ohio State and Indiana in the championship game for
and
a rematch.
You probably will if everything goes as it should go, but that's why they play the games.
Yeah.
Because things don't, if the best team always won, this would be very boring. Not to mention, I may or may have not lost $100 on the game, but I don't remember that either. But anyway, hey, gambling is legal on sports. But I don't remember if I did or not. But here's the thing, and Notre Dame will never – I don't think you're being punished for not being in a conference, but I think you punish yourself by not being in a conference.
Gotcha.
And here's the problem. 4 of the last 5 games that you won were against teams that aren't even bowl eligible. I mean, it's like you can't – I hear, we had a 10-game winning streak. Yes, against Rutgers, against Navy, against Purdue, against I think there was one team that wasn't even a Division I team, Delaware State or something. It's like you can't – I'm sorry, the only teams that you played that were any good were Miami and Texas A&M, and you lost to both of them.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that, now, could you make an argument that you're better than Tulane or better than James Madison?
Yeah.
Now that is an argument you could win. Not Alabama so much. But here's the thing, how I feel about it. If it were up to me, and it's not, but if it were up to me, the college playoffs would only be open to conference champions. It would be the top 6 or the top 8 conference champions. Now, what would that do? That would, in effect, make it a 12 or 16 game playoff because all the conference championships would automatically become playoff games. And it would mean that my beloved Buckeyes would not make it this year. Okay? And that's part of it. Hey, you don't win your conference, you can't get in. That's how I think it should go. I don't like the second and third best teams in conferences making the playoffs. I just don't like it because it's not like the basketball playoffs where you can have 64 teams. You can only have a few teams. And I think you ought to reward those kids at James Madison and Tulane. They work hard too. They lift weights too. They do everything they're supposed to do and play hard. And I love the fact that they get a chance, even though they don't really have a chance. They have a chance to play for a national championship because they won their conferences. Just like in basketball, you see every year some little small school rises up and beats some big school, and everybody loves it. It's so exciting because
it is exciting.
Those kids work hard and play hard. They won their league, and they get a chance to play for the championship. It's their one shining moment, as we all know. So on 2 fronts, one, I don't, regardless of whether or not Notre Dame, is better than this or that. They're not in a conference, and they just weren't really that good this year. If you look at their schedule, they didn't beat anybody. I don't know what playoff team they beat. Did they beat any team this year that made it to the playoffs? I don't know the answer to that.
I don't either. Let me ask you this. We didn't play you guys this year. We didn't play Ohio State this year. Do you think that we would have made it had we been in a conference?
If you won absolutely. Now, or finish second, like Ohio State didn't win the conference, but we lost in the championship game. And we beat a lot of we beat Texas, we beat Penn State, we beat, quality teams. I mean, it's like, even, I mean, I don't think that nobody's questioning our resume, the Buckeyes resume. We're a 2 seed. Only team, like I said, Indiana beat us in a very tight game at a neutral site. And like you said, people want to see that game again. It was a great game. We came up on the short end, but
Mhm.
it was still a
It
great
was
game.
a great game. It was a great game. I'm not going to lie.
Talk to the Hoosiers. They have a great team as well. And I think they are the 2 best teams in the country. But it doesn't matter how good you are. It matters how well you play. So if you show up and aren't on your game, you think Georgia can't beat us? Of course they can. If we aren't on our game, we turn the ball over, we miss field goals, we make dumb plays, and that Georgia will whoop us, and they'll whoop Indiana.
Is that your first team you play?
No, we're a 2 seed, so we get a bye week, and then we
Oh.
play like the winner of the 7-10 game or something, like Texas Tech or Oklahoma maybe or something, the winner of that game. So, I would definitely recommend a Notre Dame. And listen, you don't have to join the Big Ten or the SEC. Join the ACC. You guys could beat just about everybody in there. I think that's what they should do.
We had an affiliation with them. I don't quite know the terms of that.
Yeah, because you guys play in the Big East, I think, in some sports. In basketball, you're in a conference.
Yes.
And like
yes.
but for some reason in football, well, I know why. It's because it's money. Because you make more money, you have your own TV contract and all that.
That's it. That is it right there, and that's why they do not want to join a conference. It's because of the money.
You have to share with the conference if you're in one of those conferences. But my thoughts are, get in a conference, man, or schedule tougher opponents. You schedule tougher opponents. I mean, that's what you have to do. In your preseason, you got to go find killers. If you're going to play the Navies and the Rutgers and the Purdues and the Delaware States, and everybody plays a cream puff or two, but when you're in a conference like the SEC, even the bad teams are good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can catch a beat down from Vanderbilt.
Right.
If you're not on your game, it's like same way with the Bobby. You can catch a beat down from Michigan State or Minnesota or one of those teams unexpectedly. If you're not on your game, I mean, you got Oregon, you got Penn State, you got Ohio State, you got Michigan. There's a lot of good teams. You can't, and then they still play a good team in the offseason. You still play Texas and Notre Dame and other teams in the offseason on top of having to play Michigan and Penn State every year. So if you're going to stay in the conference by yourself, if you don't want to join a conference, your first 3 games or 4 games, you got to make sure you have top 10 teams, at least 3 of them, and you got to win them. You played the Hurricanes and you played Texas A&M, both top 10 teams at the time you played them. You lost both.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, you can't do that. You can't lose those big games, then go beat the Patsies and then say, hey, look at us, we're 10-2. Yeah, but who of the 10 teams you beat couldn't Alabama beat? Maybe how about that? I mean, Alabama lost to Georgia, in the championship game. They lost to some high-quality opponents. It's, I don't know. It's one of those things. So I think they'll fix it. I personally think the Notre Dame powers that be will go the other route. I think they'll look to schedule tougher as opposed to get into a conference.
They're not going to get in a conference. I can tell you that. They want their money from, like you said, the TV.
I understand.
They want the money. Trust me, they want my money still, and I haven't been to school there for 25 years.
I totally understand that. I totally get it. Fine. Then you got to schedule tougher, and you got to win those tough games.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that.
And if you don't, just know you're going to have a bias because there's going to be a couple. I mean, it's a 12-team playoff. There's only 2 teams that from little conferences. So the other 10 teams is who you really are fighting against. Let the little 2 teams have their one shining moment. Maybe those again, it's about the kids to me from that aspect,
Let me ask you one question.
Yeah, sure.
Because we're taking a lot of heat for not going to a bowl game.
Well, that's your choice. I'm sure you're going to get invited.
Yeah, to some, and I don't know the reasoning behind all of that not going there, but like a lot of people are making fun of us saying we're sore losers and stuff like that.
It's a decision that the school has to make. Do I think you should go to the bowl game? Yeah, your fans want to see the play. The seniors, I'm sure, want to play one more game. You know, and as fans,
That's what I feel bad about is the seniors. Like if they want to play one more game as Fighting Irish, you know, they
absolutely, and you know you're probably going to get partnered up with somebody you can throttle and go out there and send the seniors out on a winning note and have some fun at the bowl game. And you know the Irish, you know the Irish Nation will show up. They can play on the moon. They'll show up. You know, so I don't know why they wouldn't want to do that. It does kind of look like a sore loser if they're not giving a compelling reason, like you know why they're not doing it. Then yeah, it does look like a sore loser because you know I'm sure there's other teams who felt deserving. I think Vandy and some other teams felt like they had an outside shot at it, and they're going to their bowl game. So
yeah, I don't know. There was a conference today and I totally missed it because of work, so I didn't get to hear about the
yeah,
statement. So I don't know.
the bowl games are for the kids and the fans. The kids get to
Mhm.
have some fun and they get to travel. And I've, you know, our players talk about, you know, they have parties and banquets and different things all around bowl week. And, you know, it's just it's kind of a different thing. It's not as disciplined. I guess they loosen up the curfews and different things so the kids can have some fun.
Yeah.
You know, the last game, and again, it's a chance to take the field for the last time and wear that uniform and take some pictures, and you know, just for 90% of those kids will never put on another uniform in their life.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So let them do their thing, and that's how I feel about it. But they, you know, I guess they have their reasons. Maybe the kids didn't want to go.
That's what my husband thinks. He thinks that they all took a vote together with the coach
Yeah,
and the bosses, and they all decided no.
maybe. I mean,
I don't know, but I don't know.
you know, but Carnivore Farm Mom says 3 hot dogs, 2 boiled eggs. Listen. Hey, listen. I'm not apologizing if people think this is boring or whatever. You know, we talk about all kind of stuff here, and so there you have it. Sorry, not sorry. I guess you know Rick is going to make some you know duck feet stew or something. I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, he's.
We lost him.
We bored him. Yeah, that's all right. This guy, he eats iguana giblets, ladies and gentlemen. We don't care what we think.
Giblets.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. It just says, danger, tall, skinny guy approaching. That's right. Russ, been listening to Christmas music. I'm rocking around my Christmas tree. Yeah, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. There you have it. Rocking around the Christmas tree, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of that time of the year, it's about time to pull out Christmas Vacation to watch.
Already watched it. Watched it on Thanksgiving.
I hadn't even watched it yet. I got to watch it. That and Home Alone 1 and 2. The other Home Alones I care less about watching.
I have to watch White Christmas and It's a Wonderful Life, and if I have time, Elf.
Well, don't forget Die Hard and Lethal Weapon. Those are kind of Christmas movies.
Are we going there? Are we really going back to Die Hard? I feel like we had that debate this summer somewhere.
Is he going there? I think he is there.
He is there.
I totally enjoy your ride and thoughts, Rick. Yes, Rick is very entertaining. Rick is hungry like a wolf. There you go. He's eating a duck. He don't give a He'll eat all your ducks. He don't give a and he's hungry like a wolf. Oh, Jimmy says, I'm wrapping gifts too, taking a short break. Hey, I save a fortune on wrapping paper. E-gift cards do not require to be wrapped. Oh,
Neither is
my goodness.
cash.
That's right. She loves your look there, Amy. Listen, Amy is festive. I think it's outstanding. It's festive. She looks like she is completely in the holiday spirit there. She's hanging out with the family. She's wrapping gifts and crying in her Irish whiskey. Just sobbing gently. Not really, she's not boo-hoo crying about it. You're actually taking it very well. You are much more rational than most of the Irish folks there. I've been
I
listening.
think
Yell,
I
yell.
think it's because I'm carnivore. I would really be like kicking and screaming and pitching a fit if I didn't eat carnivore.
Yeah, your brain, your hormones are well balanced. Yes.
I don't know about all that, but
Oh, it's like there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from the Iguana Man. That's right. This is a great song. I have a lot of stuff to get done, and I know you do, my dear Rachel. I'm glad you're here with us. A lot of people have things to do. Go ahead, Rick. You're going to say something?
My carbon monoxide alarm had gone off. I thought I had a poop gas leak.
oh no.
Nah, I was just malfunctioning. That's all. I checked everything. It's safe.
What happens when it malfunctions, Rick? That sounds scary in itself.
Well, the battery is old, and I had to change the battery. It just kept, it's like when they get low on the battery, they start making noises. So
I thought you meant the poop gas malfunctioned.
Oh, no. I got the poop gas under control. I turn the valve off when I'm done cooking. I don't want to have a leak and explosion. Poop gas is odorless.
We don't want to have the end scene of Christmas Vacation there.
Yes, I thought maybe you had a pot of iguana giblets you had to go check on. I thought you were, which that's an interesting question. I don't know that I've heard anybody ask you that. Maybe they have. When you eat these waterfowl and reptiles, do you eat the organs and stuff with it? Is there an iguana giblet stew?
Sometimes, but there has to be a pretty big iguana because there is iguana heart and iguana liver and there's an iguana stomach, but the stomach is really tough. You wouldn't want to eat that. It'd be like eating shoe leather. The ducks, there's other things in the ducks. They got a bigger heart. They got a bigger liver, especially after you've fed them a bunch of duck food. The liver gets really soft. It's like foie gras. And of course, the male ducks have duck testicles, so you can eat those too. So there's all kinds of little goodies inside Mr. Ducky.
Oh, my. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you eat the iguana stomach, there's something wrong with you. I think that's the moral of the story. All the rest of it, yes, you'll be driving a white van around Miami like Rick in no time. Let's see here. We have hoping you're well, Bill C. Yes, hopefully Bill's. Hey, he gave us the purple hand. I hope he's all right too. Well, yeah, I saw my beloved Christy in the chat there. Hello, my dear. Glad to see you are with us. Was thinking about you at Hack Your Health around Hack Your Health time. I should have called you, but I didn't because I'm a terrible, terrible friend. Let's see, this is Bill. I think the Packers are going to get whooped by the Bears this weekend. The Bears are playing well. Shout outs to Dr. Hampton, wherever he is there. He likes the Bears. And
the Bears.
They're playing pretty well this year. I like that. I like to see the teams that historically or that had a rough time, kind of like my Bengals a few years ago. We stunk so bad, but we had a few good years, made it to a Super Bowl. It's wonderful. I'm very happy for the Detroit fans these days. Detroit had a good run last year. You want to talk about being in the wilderness. Whew. The Detroit Lions fans, man. God bless those people. I mean, they haven't had a good team since Y.A. Tittle or somebody, man. I can't remember. Vince Lombardi was coaching football when the Lions had a good team. So, I mean, I like, the long-suffering fans. I root for them, and Chicago's had a rough time since the 80s or so. I think they did make it to a Super Bowl maybe 15 years ago when Lovie Smith was coaching them. But they've been in the wilderness. God bless them. I'm happy for their success.
I've kind of been following. I don't follow much football here, last couple years, but I kind of follow the news, sports, and been kind of following the Denver Broncos. I guess they've been winning like 10 in a row now. I'm like, oh, they go all the way this year because
they got a good young. They got a good young quarterback, and yeah.
They even beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs are the ones on hard times right now. They are. I don't know I'll tell you, their players like Kelsey and I can't think of that other receiver. They have played so bad. Mahomes is doing everything he can to carry these guys, but they are heavy. His back has got to be killing him because, man, Kelsey, I guess he's focused on other things there. He's got a wedding coming up and some other stuff.
Hey, he's focused on Swifty a little bit right now.
Yeah, and he's dropping everything. I mean, they throw him the ball, man. It's like he's almost like a defensive back where he just bats it down. I'm like, dude, get your head on, man. It's like this is, of course, he ain't no spring chicken either. He's been around for a while. He's in the back nine of his career. Lizzie says, Louisiana Jasmine had 17 inches of snow. I played outside for 3 days, but when it started to harden, the ice is horrible. Yes, the ice is terrible. Snow is not so bad. And boom, you almost did it again. Joe Burrow's from LSU. I saw Ohio lost. Now, Lizzie, I will give you a little tidbit of information that you may or may not know. Joe Burrow is actually from Ohio. He's from Athens, Ohio, and went to Ohio State, but could not get on the field because he was behind two incredible players, one named C.J. Stroud, who plays for the Houston Texans, and the other was Jason Fields, who used to play for the Bears. He plays for someone else now, and he transferred to LSU because he was third string. And, of course, he was an incredible player, and he's a Bengal now, so he's back in Ohio. But LSU won with Buckeye Rejects. That's the moral of the story, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But he always wanted to be a Buckeye, and that's crazy. How good, how deep is that bench when Joe Burrow can't get on the field? It's like, that's crazy. But there you have it. Aaron says, go sports. I don't know. That's funny. This was a sports-heavy show today. I'm sorry our man Bob wasn't around here because he would have definitely had some wisdom to add. Don't get me started on the Super Bowl acts for this year. Yeah, not a fan of that either. I guess it's Bad Bunny or somebody. I don't even know who these people are. I wasn't really a super Kendrick Lamar fan, but at least he had a hit song. I mean, I give him that. He had like the top song in the country, and he won a Grammy for it. So, okay, these kids nowadays, I can't. But I don't even know if Bad Bunny has a hit song. I guess he must, or he wouldn't be there. The best, yeah, we can do that. Best Super Bowl performance ever.
Hands down, Prince.
Absolutely. I was just about to say
we agree on that, Russ. Prince.
If you guys want to see an incredible performance, I'm sure you can get it on YouTube. Prince singing Purple Rain.
Purple Rain in the rain.
In a driving rainstorm on stage was incredible and epic. And it was funny. The story as it goes is, of course, he's dead now. Rest in peace to Prince. He's just a genius. One of my favorite of all time. The moral of as the story goes, of course, these things do get embellished over time, but I kind of believe it. It was raining like crazy. Of course, they have all the electronic equipment and all the dancers and all the everything, and they were worried about safety and somebody maybe getting electrocuted or somebody slipping and falling and breaking their life. And they asked Prince, like, are you sure you want to do that in the rain? Are you sure we can? And he said, see if you can make it rain harder. That was his answer. And they were like, okay, let's go. And it was an incredible performance. He just left it all on the stage as he always does. Man, he could rip the strings off of that guitar. And I would encourage anybody to go to YouTube and look up Super Bowl performance Prince and watch it. It was epic. So, but there have been others, other good performances, as well as national anthems.
Bruno
So-
Mars. I liked Bruno Mars when he did his.
Bruno Mars was good. I think Whitney Houston's
Yep.
anthem was epic, of course. With all that was going on during that time, you want to talk about a voice, Whitney.
Hers wasn't hers from the Olympics when she did the national anthem, wasn't it?
I thought it was a Super
Her.
Bowl. I could be wrong.
I thought her national anthem that really like catapulted her was from the Olympics, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it was 9/11 Super Bowl. I don't know. I could be wrong. Listen,
Maybe I'm wrong.
I smoked a lot of bad weed.
I went to Notre Dame, so we don't know much. You know that.
I'm sure Rick knows. Rick knows everything. So was Whitney Houston's famous national anthem, was it at the Super Bowl or was it at the Olympics?
Well, I have to admit, I never watched the Super Bowl or the Olympics.
There you go.
So there are some things I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now because I got to know.
I have a hard time staying awake when people watch sports. It puts me to sleep.
Yeah, Rick loves the sports talk.
You know, when we have a get-together and they're watching a game, I always go out in the grill and cook the meat because otherwise I'll fall asleep in front of the TV. It's so boring to me.
Jimmy says, I'm a Josh Allen Buffalo Bills. You know, I like them a lot, and I really like Josh Allen. He is a fun guy to watch play. He whooped my Bengals this week, although, well, he had a hand in whooping the Bengals this week. We kind of whooped ourselves, but Josh Allen is a very fun guy to watch play. He's big, and he's physical, and he's got a rocket ship arm. So, yes. And the Bills fan are long-suffering, too. You know, they may be the most tortured fans at all. They went to 4 Super Bowls and lost them all. So yeah, maybe you want to talk about fans? They sit up there in the frozen tundra. I mean, it's 10 below, and they're out there. That stadium is packed, and they love their team. So yeah, I guess I can root for the Bills. They're fans. They deserve it. Rick Sports, our favorite subject. Your favorite subject?
Duck hunting and iguana hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Sandy's favorite sport is intoxication, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you just go back to the eggnog there, Sandy.
An iguana hunt. That's my sport.
Yes, you watch. Yeah, you're watching the Sportsman's Channel. You're watching people fish and hunt. Oh Lord.
So Russ, you were right. It was the 1991 Super Bowl that Whitney Houston sang her famous.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
And we were either at war or I think
we were
different, but it just took on a whole new meaning.
Yep.
And they had to fly over, and she has just like a once in a generation voice. It's so sad to see her go, but you know, if her songs weren't all so girly, I might sing one of them.
She was my first cassette tape.
Yeah.
Like her, my aunt bought her Whitney Houston cassette tape, the original album, for me. And so like, I'm dating myself now when I say cassette tapes, but you know.
Rick has got hey, if you still have that cassette, Rick will play it for you.
I don't. Do you have cassettes, Rick?
I have a bunch of cassettes.
That could be the dumbest question ever. How could you possibly graduate from Notre Dame and ask something like that? Do you have cassettes? He probably has a cassette vault in somewhere. He probably has every cassette ever made. He probably has your Whitney Houston cassette somewhere back there.
He probably does. I probably took it to, the Goodwill, and then Rick got it in Florida.
Well, I've done a lot of clean outs, and I've collected a lot of cassettes, and I have in my stereo system, I'm the only one that still has cassette, 8-track, reel-to-reel, CD. It's all here. And I got VCR, video disc, everything.
You know, because Rick is
I
really
got a
good.
VCR.
Ah.
I still play tapes.
See?
And
Not the
matter of
only one.
fact, I found the exact same VCR I had that was a good VCR that I had to get rid of a long time ago for no apparent reason. I didn't want to get rid of, but I found it in a thrift store in Olathe, Kansas, and it
Mm-hmm.
still works. Still use it.
There you go.
Yes, Rick is riveted, hanging on every word. Well, you know, family, there are people out there, believe me, and I've gotten the comments. They're like, I like your show except for the duck and iguana talk. So, you know, there's people out there, to which I replied, well, that's kind of one of the running themes of the show. So I don't think we'll ever get rid of that. Just saying, it's kind of how we roll here.
How
So
can anyone not like a duck?
we talk about whatever's on the minds of the family. And this week, it was on me and Amy's mind. So there you go. Julia says, actually, if Russ was an actual sports announcer, I'd be interested. And I have zero interest in sports.
There you go.
Listen, I have a way of telling a story. That is, I've been told that in my life. Because I watched my Bengals lose, so I decided Bills is my backup. Yeah, I like the Bills and the Bengals. That was just a clown show. It's fourth quarter. We've got the lead. There's like 5 minutes, maybe less left in the game. We've got the ball. We're, I think, in field goal range. It's like our defense has played pretty well. And I have no idea why we were throwing the ball. I could not tell you to get out of jail. And they throw the ball. I mean, run the ball three, and our running game had been going pretty well. Run the ball 3 times, run 2 or 3 minutes off the clock, kick it. If you make the field goal, great. If you miss it, we got 2 minutes left in the game. Play defense and try to hold on to your lead. What do? We throw the ball. Not only do we throw the ball, we throw like a 2-yard pass. I mean, I could maybe understand if you're, trying to trick them. They think you're going to run and like kill the clock, but you try to throw one deep and hit them with catch them sleeping. Okay, I get that. They don't even do that. They throw like a 2-yard pass that gets picked off and runs the other way for 6 points. The worst possible outcome. So great. If you make the throw, you get 2 yards. If the worst possible thing happens, you lose the game. And it's exactly what happened. So anyway, I'm not bitter about it, or I'm not still frustrated about it or anything like that. Clearly, I've let it go. But it's just like, what?
Clearly.
Listen, I kind of live and die with my teams only for a short period of time. It was Sunday. It's Tuesday. I'll be done with it probably in another day. But it's just, I'm like, I can't. It burns my cookies when we lose doing dumb things. It's like the Buckeyes not kicking that thing on 4th and 1. I just wanted to choke somebody. It's 4th and 1. We're in for kick the thing. No, we go for it on 4th and 1 with the dumbest ever play call that you could possibly imagine. It was just, what are you going to say? What can you do? Jim says, Sandy, I know most here, no footy ball. Okay, football talk is over. Our brother Bob should show up there, which I will not, no promises. Feral Grandma says, Rick, did the eggs arrive safely? He was concerned about losses by breakage.
Oh, they got here fine.
There you go. You must have packed them in an armored car. Like that. Yes. Next time, send a gift certificate to his favorite supermarket. I'm just kidding. I'm sure it was wonderful. Bill says, "Oh, so you're Bengals, me Bills." Yes. I thought Jimmy didn't like football. I'm confused. Marla Kelly says, "Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Marla Kelly. Welcome to Cookout Sports Hour, where we've been talking Ohio State, Notre Dame, Cincinnati Bengal football, and in between crying." And look at Amy has wrapped a whole Christmas tree's worth of gifts I mean, we've covered it all here. What an incredible show.
I hope that's allowed, but I have to multitask if I'm going to be on the YouTube because I won't get my stuff done. So I'm just doing it while I'm on YouTube.
If it was this, and the only thing we don't allow here pretty much is profanity. So other than that, yes, we're here to hang out, have fun, live our lives, share our lives with one another. And if your life included wrapping gifts, there you have it. God knows Rick has done all manner of things on YouTube.
That is true.
Yeah.
So people are going to complain. Last night I decorated my tree behind me on Carnivore Talk. And then tonight I wrapped the gifts. So people are going to complain about me. I'm just going to bring Rick up. Well, Rick is always getting out his light and examining things.
There's no telling what Rick will be doing on camera. It's all part of his charm.
Eating.
My daughter sent eggs halfway across the country, arrived in a plastic bag stinking. Were they scrambled? I mean, what is going to do? I don't know what to.
You see me eating all the time in my videos.
Yes. But Aaron says, I'm sleepy night all. I'm sorry. We put you to sleep with all the football talk there, but, hey, this show is, you never know where it goes. That's the beauty of it. We don't have any subject. We go where the wind blows us. That's how it goes. Let's see here. Get your own win so you don't hope others lose. Yeah, that's true. I think that loss mathematically eliminated us from the playoffs. But Golf Addict says, hey, Rick, how's Milton doing? Is he sleeping? All the sports talking, just put the toaster in the bathtub. Rick would never do such a thing. He might put a live iguana in his bathtub.
Or duck.
Oh, yes, or a live duck, but he would never put a toaster in the bathtub.
I don't even own a toaster.
Yeah. Jerry says, I was about to tell her to wrap it up. Hey, you're not the boss of me, lady. I'm just telling you, that's right. Unless you want to be. Let's see here. Think. I would never do such a thing, beloved. Don't you worry about it. I don't do a lot of that. I am as the Bible says, a long suffering. I think that's a word in the Bible, isn't it?
My channel is also profanity free.
Yes. Love is patient, love is kind, love endureth much. So I love the family, and there's very few things that you could do to get me to cuss you out. One is not including me in any kind of dinner. Yeah, that's it.
Get an iguana for us.
Yeah, let's see here. It says my daughter had chickens and ducks. Grandma says, "Amy, I tease people for worshiping at the altar of football, but everyone should love their sports team or not as it suits them." That's right. I used to watch a lot more and I used to gamble a lot more, but as I've gotten older, I just watch my teams now, Buckeyes and Bengals, and I watch the playoffs and things like that. But I used to watch a lot more. But whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
I never gamble.
Yeah, I may or may not have lost a grip on the Buckeyes. I can't remember if it was 100. But Rick fell asleep on Mitch's live right before here. Did you fall asleep on Mitch's live?
No, I was trying to watch Milton. They thought I fell asleep, but I didn't.
Oh.
He was going through under the piano, and his tail was sticking out, and I was looking down at him. I guess they figured I fell asleep.
Golf Addict says, loves Christmas Vacation. Phil Grandma says, has to watch Die Hard and The Hogfather. Any Bad Santa fans out there? I think Bad Santa was a Christmas movie there. Amy, don't forget 9 Lives of Christmas. It's on YouTube free.
I will watch it. I promise, Juju. I just, I'm double tasking right now, like just even being on YouTube. But once I get everything done, I will sit down and I will watch it. I promise.
Golf Addict says, Amy, what did you buy me for Christmas? I see you wrapping my presents.
There's Legos. There's a Disney chaffle maker, a table saw, a Dutch oven. I got my daughter a Dutch oven, like a cast iron Dutch oven. Okay, let's not go back to the original Dutch oven story the very first time I was on your live.
Yeah. That's kind of, hey, there's Dutch ovens that money can't buy.
Yeah, it's not that kind of Dutch oven. I forgot about that.
You ain't going to get that on Amazon. That's exactly right.
I got a Dutch oven from the dump.
Iguana stick. We got iguana talk going on there. Good thing I'm grinding meat tomorrow. I have to make breakfast sausage. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis says, can we talk about how poop gas is odorless?
It is.
Okay.
Poop gas is methane.
Yeah, but how does it not have an odor? Some methane gas has odor. Isn't cow flatulence and stuff like that methane gas as well? But
yeah, but that's, you got to remember that farts, contain sulfur compounds. You have a lot of different reactions taking place, but in my digester, I filter out the sulfur compounds with a filter. So by the time the gas reaches the kitchen, all that hydrogen sulfide and moisture and all that has been taken out. So it's basically pure methane. So it's odorless. The problem is if you get the right concentration, you could get an explosion if you had a spark. And I've already had that happen once. I went to light the stove and it went poof. And I ended up jumping back and there was a big fireball. It didn't burn down the house, but it was a wake-up call. And then another time the tank outside exploded. And that sent poop all over the side of the house. Okay. It stinks at the tank, but not at the kitchen stove.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The moral of the story, stay away from the tank. Someone says, Amy, I miss your cooking as watching football on Sunday.
It's okay. Football's almost over.
She's going to be making a heart attack burger soon.
Yep. December 21st, Rick and I together.
That's right.
Look at that.
I made heart attack smash burgers Sunday night.
Nice. Did you put the bacon and cheese?
Oh, yeah. You got to have the bacon and the cheese. And I used, sometimes, depends on what I do. Sometimes I'll use Courtney Luna's dairy-free bread recipe. But here lately, I kind of like Bella Steak and Butter Gal had a recipe. It's like 3 ingredients. It's like heavy whipping cream powder, 3 eggs, and a tablespoon of baking powder. And you just bucket it together, put it in the air fryer for about 20 minutes for 320 or 325, and they make great buns. So those kind of my favorite now.
Do you use a mold or not?
Nope. I just put them in my hand, wet my hand down, make a ball, put them in there, and then of course they kind of spread out, but in the air fryer. But you can tear them apart. But they're very delicious.
Yeah, you're putting the baking powder in there, so you're making them rise. That's the other way of doing it, like I was telling Amy. There's several ways to make the buns. Mine don't tend to rise. They tend to be sort of heavier. Some people like the lighter ones. You put 4 half patties?
What's that?
Did you put 4 half-pound patties?
No, they're smaller patties. They're more of a smash burger style patty. It ain't the gigantic baconator that I made. Heart attack baconator.
It's not a Rick heart attack burger with 2 pounds of meat and a pound of bacon and 8 slices of cheese, over 9,000 calories.
No, it's not quite that one. It's a quarter of a Rick heart attack burger. There we go.
Still delicious, I bet.
Oh yes, very delicious.
And the thing is, unless you're a skinny toothpick like me, I don't recommend eating heart attack burgers on a regular basis because you won't lose any weight. You might gain some.
Jimmy says, hey, Kelsey has a nice tight end. No, I mean, he is a good tight end. Was Mahomes getting sacked in the interceptions? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it is a team game. Everybody's got to do their part. Alphatic says, Amy, you wrap a mean present. Very nicely done.
I'm terrible. You just can't see it because they're far away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better than
they're
I
not
do.
good.
Lizzie says, boo Kendrick, Team Drake. Now, listen, Lizzie's in them streets fighting everybody. She's always ready for a fight. So, Golf Addict says, yeah, Prince Big Time Show was great. Yes, there we go. Yes, Dearly Beloved. Yes, that's Prince. Fairgrandma says Bad Bunny might have a Spanish language hit. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know what that's about. But
What's a Bad Bunny?
Isn't he rap artist?
Yeah, it's a halftime show at the Super Bowl this year.
Isn't rap artist an oxymoron?
Is he American or is he from somewhere else? I'm not familiar.
I don't know. Doesn't he speak a lot of Spanish?
Yeah,
I don't know where he's from.
Maybe he's a Puerto Rican.
I don't know, but again, I'm not familiar.
Well,
Freddie Mercury would have done a great Super Bowl.
What about a good bunny?
Yeah, what'd you say, Kelly?
I said we can always have like that one year, J-Lo and Shakira. We can have the GOAT halftime show where Shakira goes.
Yeah,
it reminded me of one of those goats too.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're trying to appeal to a broader fan. I don't know, but I'm not. Again, I don't even know who it is. I couldn't tell you one word of any of his songs, and the only reason I really knew who Kendrick Lamar was because they had the big song, the song of the year. There you go. I may or may not have owned one of those at one time. Is it live or is it Memorex?
It's Memorex. You remember the commercial?
Of course I do. I'm old.
I'm older than you.
That's how I got a lot of my music off the radio. Was just record right off of with blank tapes.
I started recording off of CDs.
It says I don't remember what Thanksgiving game, but the guy played the violin to the anthem. Didn't see that. Boston Danny says love Whitney and Prince. All the greats are gone.
I know.
Yeah,
sure.
Folks like us.
I'm sure everybody made the cassette mixtapes for your car.
Of course, man. Recording stuff off the radio. Remember, you could record, play the radio on your boombox and hit record and record the song. And you get so mad because the Michael Jackson, the beat it would come and doom 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 doom, and you wanted to get the whole song, but the announcer would keep talking. It's like it's Michael Jackson, beat it, everybody. It's 48 degrees. It's the top of the hour, and you're like, shut up, man! Before Michael starts singing, it's like she was more like a beauty queen for a movie scene. He'd be talking over it. You'd be like, shut up.
My favorite thing was when you dated a guy in high school and he really liked you, and then he made a mix of romantic songs and gave it to you as a gift.
Oh,
I had more than one guy give me mixed tapes, love songs.
Yeah.
That was fun. I didn't want to date the guy. I just wanted to see what kind of music he would give me.
It was easy for me because they didn't have a DJ on easy listening. I just put the cassette in there and let it record. Just have to cut the commercials out. That's what the pause button is for.
Yes.
WLYF, elevator music all day.
Jerry says, what sang in 1991 that Super Bowl? I know I was there. Look at that.
Whoa.
She's humble bragging everybody about her attendance at the Super Bowl. Because us mere mortals can't afford a ticket. I understand. Hey, listen, brag it up. What are you going to say, Amy?
Oh, I was just going to say, listening to the top 40 countdown or whatever, and you were waiting for your one song to come on, and then you sit there with the cassette player and you're finger on the button, waiting for them to announce the song on the weekends because, we didn't have anything to do other than just sit there. Or you put a request. Remember requests? Remember when you could request a song and you'd sit there and wait so you could tape it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, those were the days. Casey Kasem's countdown.
Yep, Casey Kasem. We must all be in similar age range.
Yeah, the countdown. It's like this week.
WKAT, the best of the 1940s.
Okay, Rick's in a different age group than we are. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
When everybody was
I'm not
listening to
too
Michael
far
Jackson.
behind Amy, because I'm only like probably couple years younger than Amy. And yeah, I remember Casey came in the 40 top 40 countdown, and then here's on the countryside, the American Country Countdown with I can't even think of, he just passed away on the countryside. I remember both of those countdowns.
I don't remember who the countryside was.
Oh, Bob Kingsley, that's it. Bob Kingsley, American Country Countdown. That's what it is.
Loretta Lynn.
Yes, I want to dance with somebody. That's a great song. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to eat some meat with somebody. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Yeah, that's right.
When the other kids listened to Michael Jackson, I was listening to Glenn Miller.
I like Glenn Miller.
There you go.
Target Prime Room says, I don't have them, but I have Play Even More. My voice at 8 years old on an 8-track.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, my daughter's playing Made in Japan by Buck Owens right now. I can hear it.
Oh, you remember Hee Haw?
Buck Owens.
Oh, that's my favorite show.
I loved Hee Haw.
I remember watching the later ones, but then at the end, it kind of went fuddy-duddy, but I really liked the early ones from the 70s.
Uh-huh. With, what was the other one? Roy Clark.
Roy Clark, yep.
Yes.
Buck Owens.
Patrick, Patty Rickson says, what's on your Christmas menu? Will you be strict carnivore? Well, you're asking the wrong guy here. But what about the rest of you?
What do you mean by strict?
I was going to say, I'm almost never strict carnivore by those definitions. I have a little bit of, onions and peppers in my ground beef or things like that. I made some ground beef. It was delicious. I had some mushrooms in it. So it's not strict carnivore. It depends on who you ask. I think it, good grief. But some people are like, oh, you got mushrooms in there. That's not carnivore. So whatever. But I would say yes to Rick. I would say yes to Kelly. And I would say no to Amy. That's right. That's right.
Oh, I stayed pretty strict for Thanksgiving. I had the heart attack chicken that I made.
Nice.
And then what did I have? Oh, I had Chris Cooking Nashville's carnivore mashed potatoes. The one thing I did have that was off plan was keto fudge. I made some keto fudge with it was just really hard. My husband, I made it for my husband and my sister, and I didn't overeat it, but I did have a little bit. So that was the one thing I did have but it wasn't real fudge. It was keto, made out of keto chow and sugar-free chips. So for Christmas, we're smoking a ham and a turkey. I'm going to smoke a ham and smoke a turkey, so there'll be plenty of meat. I'm probably going to scramble some eggs for myself, and then I have to cook a bunch of sad food. So I have to make a traditional lasagna. I'll make green beans and bacon, like the Southern style green beans. I won't eat that. What else do we have? Shrimp. So we'll have plenty of like cocktail shrimp. I just won't have the sauce.
Nice.
And then now my mom, this will be my downfall. My mom always goes to the Amish grocery store and she gets the Amish cheeses because we're an Amish country here. So there probably will be some cheese eating by me. I did have a couple of olives on Thanksgiving too, because man, olives are really good. So I may have that. No, minus the martini, but martinis used to be my jam. So, that could happen.
I'm sorry, I don't want to trigger anybody. I don't want to trigger anybody. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have some vegetables over the holiday. I'm not super militant with the vegetables. I mean, I like a little bit of that. But
I'm going to be a little more. I'm going to be a little more non-traditional. I'm going to do ribeye steak and some shrimp because right after that I have to pack because I'll be driving one of those creepy white vans with other people in it to Mexico.
Creepy white van.
And my daughter's going to be in it. We're going to go across the border in Cunha, Mexico to build a home for a family.
Oh, there you go.
Just make sure ICE doesn't get you.
No, they don't get him.
We'll disguise it.
Yeah.
Because it never fails. You're always going to stop. You go through the border, but then you go probably within 100 miles from the border, and you will have to go through a checkpoint. And they always ask, do you have anybody unsuspicious from another country? Nope. We're all good.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of these days I wanted to joke around, but then they might pull me out of the van, and then I
do not joke around.
Yeah.
Carnivore Muscle making appearances. Hope you all are good. We are good. Carnivore Muscle, good to see you. Appreciate you popping in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, that's don't make me close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. So stay in my life if you dare. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing if I don't have you.
Beautiful.
That's the greatest. That's probably the greatest soundtrack of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You, but if I come to you, tell me, will you stay or will you run away? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the most heterosexual Whitney. Whitney stuff that a guy can do. Because most of the rest of it, I'll be, if I sing it out loud there, I'll have
what's the most asexual one you've got?
Saving all my love for you. Yeah, that's probably the worst one. Yeah. If you think you're gonna hear me sing the line because no other man's gonna do, no, you're not gonna hear that from me. I am full hetero.
I always thought asexual was more like elevator music.
Oh. Let's all sing Whitney songs right now. Yeah, Whitney's got quite a catalog there. Not to mention the gospel songs too, man.
Yep.
I mean, she had some gospel music. Of course, that's where she got her start. That's where all of us that sing R&B music and stuff or have singing. That's where we all get our start.
Mm-hmm.
Because they throw you up there when you're 3 years old and sing for Jesus.
Did you know, Russ, that I sing in a gospel choir now?
Yes, I've heard you talk about rehearsals and things like that.
We do
Kind of
a lot of gospel music.
Gospel music is there's a wide berth. You got like Sandy Patty. I mean, I guess you would call that.
No, this is more spirituals, like Ain't Got Time to Die and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
We're more on the spiritual side.
Y'all are swinging low and all that. Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. Gotcha. See, because you could be talking Kirk Franklin, that could be that's gospel too. Mary, Maverick City music. I mean, there's a lot of great gospel, and I'd still listen to a lot of gospel music. Matter of fact, the last two concerts I went to were Kirk Franklin concerts. So yeah, I like good music. Says I want to hear Amy hit the high note.
No, not tonight. I am like, I wanted to go to bed instead of come on here, but I'm like, there was too much happened this week that I'm like, I just got to come on and
you had to talk to me. Yeah, you had to get.
We had to address the elephant in the room,
Hey, I don't appreciate it.
Don't insult Russ.
That's right. Now you're taking it too far, Irish lady.
Irish floozy.
I still am 50-50 on that. I feel like it's quality comedy, but it's just insulting. But I know that you would know how to take it. I know.
I didn't take.
I know.
That was a compliment.
The more I insult you, the deeper my love. That's right.
Irish.
That's
How deep
right.
is my love? How deep is my love? You know
Disco.
when I insult you, cause
It's the Bee Gees.
that's right. I know some Bee Gees songs.
He thinks
Amy,
he's
help
Andy Gibb.
feel better from the decorations.
Oh,
Just like Jerry, let's get Amy and Russ to sing. Yeah, you can't sing together across the platform. It just doesn't work. You really have to be in the same place.
you
How
do.
about John and Kiki? D, don't go breaking my heart. Come on, Russ. Sing
Don't
it.
go breaking my heart.
Yeah, sing
I
it.
could if I try.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know the words.
Yeah, see, and it's tough, isn't it? People tell me the same thing. Just
You
sing
remember all the words, though. I don't. I have to have music
it.
in front of me.
I don't remember all the words. I remember some of the words. Because Sleepy down there in the bottom corner, boy, we just bored him to tears.
I think he's on his phone.
Yeah, I think he's having dreams of
Maybe.
shrimp and ribeye.
Yeah, that's a good dream.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
You want to know my favorite Christmas song to sing that we just sang in our do you know Mary Did You Know, Russ?
Yes. I know the song. I don't know all the Mary.
I
Did you
love that song.
know
Tell
the
me
baby
that
boy?
you baby. Yep, I love that song.
Yeah, I like all Christmas songs probably about the same. Although I tend to like the odd Christmas songs that people don't know, like the staple ones, the Silent Nights, and those are kind of. I like the more original, Christmas songs that are like, I guess if I had to choose one, maybe Donny Hathaway's "This Christmas."
We sang that at my concert. And honestly, I didn't know that song very well, but we sang that in my concert on Sunday.
You went to Notre Dame. You'd have went to, Florida A&M.
So a funny story about that song is we had the sheet music we've been practicing since the summer, right? We had this music, and I got it confused with Last Christmas from Wham. So when we went to start singing it, I was getting ready to we're gonna be jamming to Wham, man, Last Christmas. And then I'm like, what is this? This isn't Last Christmas by Wham.
Yeah.
This is This Christmas.
Yeah.
I got my Christmases confused.
Yes, and Wham and Donny Hathaway are nothing.
They're two different things, but I really love that song now. It was fun, but it's hard to sing that stylistically with like 50 other people, because
It depends on how it's arranged, but Donny Hathaway is a genius. I'm having a roast duck with carnivore eggnog. Eggs sweetened with steamed milk, fruit allulose, real vanilla extract, touch of heavy cream. Love that. Are you familiar with Donny Hathaway? How many of you are a fan of that? Now that's kind of old school. That's going back. The Donny Hathaway folks. His daughter Layla Hathaway is also an incredible jazz kind of artist. But Donny Hathaway had a lot of great songs. He ended up killing himself, but I guess he's probably best known maybe for This Christmas, and he did a bunch of duets with Roberta Flack.
Ooh, I love Roberta Flack.
Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love?
Is that one of his songs too?
Yeah, that's Donny Hathaway.
I love that song.
Where is the love you said you'd give to me? Soon as you were free, will it ever be? Where is the love? And the closer I get to you, the closer I get to you.
Oh, yeah.
You make me see. That's Donny Hathaway that comes in over and over again. I try to tell myself that we could never be more than friends, but all the while inside I knew it wasn't real. The way you make me feel. That's Donny Hathaway, man.
Okay, I need you to sing me to sleep every night, Russ.
Milton.
You have a husband for that, young lady.
No, he doesn't sing. And he's already asleep. He goes to bed at like 5 p.m. You need to just go live every night and just sing in the camera.
No part of that. Yes.
Called the
Does
lullaby
he get up
stream.
before the chickens do?
Yeah. You ain't gonna get me shot. Single ladies only. That's right.
Ain't gonna get me shot.
Yeah. You're trying to get me killed. I have crazy men all over the place. And like, yeah. I called me up. Yeah, my wife says you've been singing her to sleep. Where you at? Like, sir, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look at Milton.
All right. Well, I hope I sang for everybody. I always get the complaints every week that I don't sing it. Keto Cookout, not Keto Karaoke, but hopefully I got everybody sang enough. Gentleman says, Amy, I thought about you as two cats. Cute. YouTube only have free for a little while. Hey, Rom, girl. Yes. Well, we got far afield, and I know that I'm going to get the nasty letters from people or nasty messages from people I did not read their comments. I'm very sorry if I missed your comment or question, but we are almost an hour and a half into an hour show. What generally is an hour show. But, it's the Christmas season, so consider this extra 30 minutes our gift to you, the family. And plus, I had to make up a little time because we did talk about football for a lot of time, and I know people didn't like that. So there you go. But we will be back next week at the regular time, and I hope that you will join us again, and may your days be merry and bright. In the meantime, until then, keep those carbs low, keep those proteins and fats high. We will see you all on the next one.
Night, everybody.